welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I am your host, Knick-Knack, hanging out with you guys tonight to give you guys a brief but quick fun tour of my wife and I's holiday decor. With Christmas just a few days away, I thought it was time to kind of show off how we dress up our home during the holiday season. Both my wife and I, maybe to our detriment a little bit, are sort of painful nostalgics, and our house kind of takes on the form of like a 1980s shopping mall during the Christmas season here, and it's actually really, really freaking cool if you ask me. And there are a lot of collectible-esque items to be had around here that come out only during Christmas, and we actually took a break last year. We didn't have everything out last year, it was just due to unforeseen circumstances, but we have it all out again this year, and let me tell you, it just looks like St. Nick just came out and just blew his wad everywhere around here. It's extremely freaking festive. So let's go take a look around. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. There is some action figure and collectible-esque items to be had around here that are Christmas related, obviously, and yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. And I'm going to show you guys my massive outdoor Christmas display. It is the envy of the city of North Glen up here. Well, maybe not the envy of the whole city, but I definitely kick everyone's ass on the block. That's for damn sure. So I'm going to show that off to you guys as well. All right, let's get to it right now.
Knick-Knack's Plastic Planet presents. It's a Knick-Knack micro moment.
Alrighty guys, before we get to all of the awesome Christmas decorations just up the stairs here, I just wanted to show off, I got out tonight. I've been a little bit of a Voltron mood lately, so I got out my Go Lion die-cast metal reproduction figure and took him apart and just have all the lions set up. I've kind of been in a little bit of a Voltron mood lately, and I'll talk a little bit about that maybe in my next video. But yeah, these guys are really damn cool. So I just had these guys set up. I was just kind of like laying on the couch tonight, just kind of staring at them. Do you guys ever do that? Do you guys ever just like get out a certain collectible you're just kind of in the mood to stare at, put it on a table, and just lay on the couch and just kind of snooze in and out of sleep, just staring at it and just like nostalgic warmth? Totally awesome. And yeah, I did light a candle because yeah, there's a little bit of a methane emissions problem here on the Plastic Planet after I eat Chipotle, so that's why that candle's lit. Alright, so the very first Christmas item I want to talk about, now this isn't really collectible based, but it's really, really special. This is the Advent calendar my mother made when I was very, very little, and obviously it counts down to Christmas here, and you just take the candy canes out or whatever each day until you get to Christmas. This is very special. My mom used to actually hide little notes inside of this, and it would be like a scavenger hunt, and you'd go around the house and look for other notes, and it just guide you around till you got to a little toy or something that she'd hidden. And it was always really, really special. In fact, I got this Garfield from her when I was a kid. This is just special. So whenever I think of Christmas, I think of this little Garfield because he came from a little scavenger hunt from this Advent calendar, so that's kind of special. Alrighty, so second off here, we bought this action figure just this year, this Santa Claus Hunter decoration slash action figure, doll, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, it is like a spitting image of my father-in-law, Eddie. And so he's an avid outdoorsman, and he's got long white hair and a long beard, and he looks just like freaking Santa Claus. So my wife picked this up and probably give it to him for Christmas, so she had to show that off. So I don't think my father-in-law ever watches the Plastic Planet, but if you do, happy holidays there, sir. And yeah, that's just funny. So anyway, moving along here, we've got got a nice Christmas village. My wife always does things up really nice around here. And these light up, but we don't have them plugged in at the moment. But a nice little Christmas village. That's kind of cool. And over on this table here, we got a nice bowl of balls. But that's not what's really cool. It's this vintage Christmas tree here. This is from the 1970s, I believe. This is an awesome porcelain Christmas tree. Each one of these individual lights can be taken out and put back in, and obviously they light up. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's just really, really freaking cool. Of course, we got Darth Vader down here because gotta have a Darth Vader bobblehead and a talking Santa Claus. And then over on this side of the couch, we have yet another porcelain Christmas tree, and I think this one is actually from the 1960s. Really kind of like feels like almost like a Christmas tree right out of the intro to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Rankin Bass movie from 1961, I want to say, 1964, one of those. So yeah, really, really freaking cool. I love this one too. Again, you can take the lights out. Actually, no, you can't on this one, but yeah, I think this one is from the 1960s, my wife said. Another Santa Claus up here. Really cool. So we actually have two Christmas trees here in our home, and this is like our standard one here. and it's just nothing really to show off here. Just a nice Christmas tree, but it's kind of cool. And then over here is my wife's Disney tree, and she always likes to do a Disney tree every single year. So she's got Disney or all her Disney plushies in there, and we also have some 1970s Winnie the Pooh ornaments. These were actually from my childhood, and so these are like from distant Christmas past for me. All these guys, like the Tigger over here. So yeah, those are really freaking fun. Alrighty, then in our living room here we have this giant lip up there, which we'd also decorate for Christmas, and it's just full of, I don't know, it's just like a mix of like contemporary and classic Christmas characters and icons there. Look, there's Burl-Ives Santa Claus up there from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I did keep my wife Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs ceramic figures up there underneath the pink Christmas tree. Really cool. You need a Santa train. Every Christmas decoration, every respectable one needs a Santa train, so that's up there as well. And there's just tons of other goodies up there. I'm sorry, kind of missing the mark there with the camera, but yeah, really every home during the holiday season needs a creepy Santa Claus picture, and we got ours right here. This is really cool. Nice classic contemporary Coca-Cola-esque Santa Claus. Gotta have that, just the iconic Santa Claus look there. I wish he was drinking a big bottle of Coca-Cola, because that's really where the modern version of Santa Claus comes from, is from the Coca-Cola company from the early 20th century. But yeah, really damn cool. Alrighty, so I mentioned that our home is really just an homage to a 1980s shopping mall at Christmas time, and this piece really epitomizes that. Got an automatronic kind of Santa Claus figure up here. He's really cool. It's obviously Santa Claus working in his workshop there, building a rocking horse there, building some other toys down here. This is an absolutely awesome piece. We've had this forever. This was in my family when I was I think my mom bought this when I was in high school, so I don't know, it's going on 20-30 years now, so he's still in really good shape and works great. Keep him on a lot during the Christmas season, so he's really awesome. And then as we move over here, and I'm trying to be kind of quiet because my wife is sleeping on the other side of that door, but then as we move over here, we got some Rankin Bass little figurines, mostly from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. These guys are from like Jack Frost or some shit, I don't remember. And then there's my Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Rudolph over here. And like I said, we've got some other figures. We got the Burl-Ives Snowman, and then we got Rudolph and Feline there, and then we got Herbie the elf back there. I want to be a dentist. And then the hard ass bastard, foreman elf, and the Bumble. And speaking of Bumble, I'm going to show you guys a life-size Bumble here in just a few minutes outside Christmas tree. And then the classic Santa Claus of Mrs. Claus, and she's all eat, and it's like Santa's like, I don't want to eat, mother. And then we got the Islands of Misfit Toys over here, so they're really freaking cool. I do love, this is my favorite Christmas special of all time, is the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer that originally aired on CBS, I think back in 1964. Really damn cool. And then down below it, we do have some more contemporary Christmas decorations. The dreaded Elf on the Shelf from when my kids were little. Unfortunately, they've grown out of that shit. But there's the Elf on the Shelf and his elf pets. What a mass marketing scam that was. I wish I would have come up with that idea. And then just a few more Christmas items down here, some Mickey and some porcelain dolls and things like that. So really cool. And then finally on the top shelf is Santa and all of his reindeer, with Rudolph from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, as they're taken to the sky to deliver all those toys to little boys and girls all over the frickin' world. And this thing actually makes sound and shit. It's very loud. Whole house is trying to sleep. I'm a real asshole right now. So that's really cool. Oh shoot. Stop. There we go. So yeah, that's really cool. I probably just woke up everybody. And of course my wife puts fake snow all up and down the staircases here, and we've got some elves racing. Really fun. Alrighty guys, so for the next part here, I've got on my cozy warm vest. We're gonna head on outside here to check out my outdoor display, which is quite legendary if you ask me. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Alrighty, so we'll just head out the front door here. And as you guys can see out here, it is very festive, very lit up in all of its glory. And I'll show you guys around a little bit. And here is my front porch. And I'll just kind of walk down towards the street here. And we got a loudmouth Santa Claus that's motion censored over here. Really cool. It's freaking cold. Alrighty, so I'll just kind of walk down to the street so you guys can get a street view of my house. It's really damn cool. It's after 11 o'clock here, so I'm kind of trying to be a little quiet. Don't want to bother the neighbors too much. But anyway, there's the house itself. And then I'll kind of show you guys around a little bit. This is a new piece. We add about a piece a year, whether it's a large inflatable or a tinsel item or something. We add about a piece a year, and so what you're looking at here is the result of about, I think I bought our first piece back in like 2004. So you're looking at about 15 years worth of holiday collecting, I guess, as it would be. But I got Darth Vader over here. If you guys can see him, it is dark, but there's Darth Vader. And then we bought this piece this year to replace our old our old Santa Claus inflatable, because he was kind of getting dirty and he didn't quite inflate all the way, so he was kind of like this, looked like this dirty hobo that was all bent over. So we replaced him with this guy with a light up Rudolph. So that's right out of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer as well. You're going to see a lot of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer themes in my decorating, even outside here, as well as Disney, because my wife's a Disney freak. As you guys can see, we got the floating Mickey heads all over the front of the house here. Really cool. And then as we move over here, got the candy cane lane going all the way up to the house. More Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers. I've had these guys for years. They used to all, their noses, they're both actually Rudolphs. One of them I painted with a black nose when I had to replace him with this guy whose nose used to light up. Doesn't light up anymore, but he still looks pretty good. I was kind of questioning whether I wanted to put these guys up again this year, but I did. I put up everything this year. Everything. And as we move in, we've got Mickey Mouse's Steamboat Willie over here from the 90th anniversary. So that's really cool. I keep setting off the snowman over here. Anyway, there's Mickey Mouse from the Steamboat Willie. We bought this piece last year. So this was our big piece we bought last year. All right, and I really love like the old school solid plastic light up pieces. This Santa Claus I actually bought at a Arc thrift store about 2 years ago. Got him for 20 bucks. Screaming deal. He was really dirty. Just cleaned him up. Look how good he looks. Got some new LED lights in him, so he's kind of mixed between old and modern. And yeah, he looks absolutely fantastic. These guys are some other plastic light up pieces. I love these things a lot. They're real sturdy. Pain in the ass to store when it's not Christmas time, but I do dig them a lot. They look absolutely awesome. Santa Claus, Mickey and Minnie here. And then this Santa bear here, this was actually the first Christmas decoration I ever bought for my wife when we first got married. Well, no, that's not true. But when we first got our first home, I should say. So it was maybe 2-3 years after we got married. So like I said, I bought him in 2004. He's really cool. I remember one night, my wife and I got in a fight when we were pregnant with our first child. And I was sleeping in the basement, and I heard someone rustling around upstairs. During the holiday season, I had him out. It was his first year we ever put him out, and someone tried to steal him, and they dragged him down the street in their car, tore up my Christmas lights. I chased after him in my underwear, didn't catch him, but I got the Santa bear back. Mother effers. So yeah, so that's cool. Then we got a nice tinsel dog back there by the window. More Santa Claus love up there. It's like a ceramic porcelain large size Santa back there. And we got more stuff over here. My Rudolph's not lighting up right now. I fixed him last night. Now he's not working again. I've been having a problem with son of a bitch. Goddamn rabbits got him again. I just bought to replace this last night. This is the second time someone has either cut this or the goddamn rabbits have gotten it. Motherfuckers. Anyway, he's supposed to light up, but something keeps chewing up my cords. Anyway, just this piece though, nothing else. It's freaking weird. Anyway, here's the rest of it. There's a Snoopy. Got him pissed off though. That really pisses me off. And there's another snowman there. And a large wiener dog. We just picked that up this year as well. This is from this year. And my tinsel trees. These are actually upside down tomato plant brackets, or whatever you'd call them. We kind of twist tied them at the top, threw some tinsel and some lights on them, converted them into little mini outdoor Christmas trees. So that's really cool. As I go over here, there is a flamingo. He's really cool. He's a light up flamingo. Tinsel. He's really neat. And then we kind of get into my big blow up phase, all my blow up items. This is Snoopy here. I gotta watch myself. There's cords and stakes everywhere. But this is Snoopy. He's really freaking big. Give you guys an idea how big these are. So here I am standing next to Snoopy. He's big, really big. So we have tons of these. We add about one a year of these guys to the display. And so he's really, really freaking cool. We bought him just like 3 years ago, maybe. So anyway, there is Snoopy, and then we goes down the line. There's Mickey Mouse here. And then I bought this a number of years back when my youngest son was 2. He was really big into Thomas. He wouldn't wear any clothes unless it had the tank engine on him, as you guys can imagine if you ever had a 2-year-old boy. So I did get this when he was like 2 years old. So we've had this for like 10 years now, this Thomas. He's holding up really, really well for a inflatable. I don't know how long these things are supposed to last. They're not like a heirloom type decoration, but he's actually held up really well. All of his lights still work. Sir Topham hat's over there. I have a problem with the damn rabbits. We have rabbits all over the place in the yard, and they'll come up and chew on my cords. And a rabbit chewed up his cord a few years ago. I was able to kind of splice it back together, but and it's been working pretty good since. So fingers crossed. And then down the way here we have another giant Santa train. This thing is awesome. It's got lights and shit on it. It's really big. So there is my Santa train. And then as we look over into the backyard, and we'll go in the backyard and get a better look, we have my life-size Bumble and a Frosty back there. So let's go back in the backyard and check out those two. Alrighty, but before we do that, here's just a look at the house from the street. I have a giant Santa projection on the back side of my house over here, and it just looks pretty damn awesome. It's kind of late at night, so not a lot of people are out here, so I'm not going to get run over in the street. Yeah, as you guys can see, it just looks really, really damn cool. I don't know, man. I kind of take some pride in this. I've actually been out in my front yard during the day, and kids will ride by on their bikes and say, "Oh, that's the guy that really decorates his house awesome at Christmas time." So that kind of gives me the warm fuzzies, you know what I mean? So, oh shit, my reindeer went out. Must have kicked over a light. This is just a hazard area up here. There we go, they're back on, and so are all these lights. I got these icicle lights from my dad this past year. He just moved down to Arizona, and so he gave me a bunch of his old Christmas lights. So I've kind of added those into the collection. So these blinking icicles are part of that, part of my little inheritance there from my dad. So thanks, Dad, if you're watching. Really damn cool. So I got the reindeer lit back up. I can't believe the goddamn rabbit's got my other Rudolph again, though. God, that pisses me off. So anyway, alrighty, there's another Frosty right there. So we come back up to the door. I did turn off the motion censored Frosty here. He gets obnoxious as I'm out here walking around. So my wife made that awesome sled there from a Goodwill find. So yeah, so anyway, we'll go in the backyard and check out the Bumble in person, or up close, I should say. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna head into the backyard. I got my damn dogs everywhere in here. So let's go in the backyard. You gonna come out with me, Minnie? Bad dog. She's just been barking. Been going in and out of the house here. She's just been barking. I'll turn on the back porch lights here. There we go. So here's my back porch. And then over here, I have a few more. And some of these are just back here for our enjoyment. Really can't see them from the street. We've got this little monkey and a snowman. Anyway, there is the Bumble, and there is Frosty. Hopefully I don't walk in dog shit out here. I'll give you guys an idea of just how big this damn Bumble is. Kind of walk down in the yard here. Still kind of icy out here. We had a little snowstorm, little skiff of snow over the weekend. Anyway, there's the Bumble. And I'll show you kind of a comparison here. I'll try to get up close to it. Alrighty, so check this out. If I can. Alright, here he is. I mean, this thing is life-size. This thing is ginormous. Kind of, how big this damn thing is. I'm coming up to about the midway on him right here. Now, granted, I'm a short guy. I'm only about 5'6", but yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, I have no idea how much electricity this guy takes, but he's really damn fun. It doesn't matter. It's Christmas, so that's really fun. I'll kind of walk back a little bit so you guys can see him again. Oh yeah, really cool. Really damn cool. Alrighty guys, well, it is chilly out here, and that is going to wrap up this edition of The Plastic Planet. Please like, share, comment. Please do subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I do hope you enjoyed this brief little tour of my wife and I's home here during the holiday season. And I just kind of I do like to think of it as sort of, like I said earlier in the video, a shopping mall right out of the 1980s during Christmas time. That's just such a big nostalgia thing for me, and yeah, it's a lot of damn fun, and it's something that we've always done, and hopefully we'll continue to do into the long-term future every year. So anyway, that was fun showing off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, guys, like I said, it's going to wrap things up here on the Plastic Planet. Please like, share, comment. Please do subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And do also remember, guys, the holiday season is a joyous, awesome time, but it's also a tough time for some of us out there. So especially some of your friends who might be dealing with depression and anxiety, it's tough during this time of year. Sometimes that giant black veil will really take hold during this time of year. So you know what, do make a point to check up on your friends and your family and make sure they're doing okay. It's always important. So yeah, just keep those connections. Sometimes, I mean, hey, I'm as bad as everybody about that stuff, and I gotta remind myself to do it as well. So anyway, yeah, do that. Because you know what, we all go through shit. And life can be a real bummer even this time of year, and you know. So anyway, look after each other and let's all be good to each other. All right, guys, later. Love you. Bye.